In order to add an out-of-pocket expense, you'll need to select My Money from the top menu bar and then subsequently Expenses from the drop-down. The first time you add an expense within OpenBooks, you'll be presented with the splash screen. Please select Create My First Expense Claim. Subsequently, please select Add New Expense from the top right-hand corner if this is not the first time you are doing this. When adding the out-of-pocket expense, you'll need to tell OpenBooks what the expense was for. To do that, you would change the category. The example we're going to use is that of a train ticket. In order to explain the train ticket, we're going to select the category Travel from the Categories drop-down. Once you've selected the category, input the value of the expense you wish to reclaim and give it a description that matches the nature of the expense. You'll be asked if this is a project expense. You have the option of linking all expenses to projects. What this does, it allows you to group the costs and allow you to see what the expenditure on a certain project has been. If you wish to do so, please select your project from the drop-down menu. You have the option to rebuild the expense. If you were to select this, what this would do, this would create an unbilled expense on the system. And in the same way as the time is added as unbilled time, you could pull this through onto an invoice and rebill it to an end client or an agency. You would have to have prior approval from the end client or agency that they had their permission to do this before you did. You also have the option to set this expense up as recurring. If you chose to do so, then the expense would recur until you said so. If you want to make it recur, please select the frequency of the recurrence from the drop-down. And then select the date you wish for the recurrence to run until. If you were to leave this box blank, then this would run and run. You are required to keep all receipts for all expenses you claim from your limited company. However, OpenBooks makes this simple by accepting scanned copies of receipts into its portal. What you will need to do, you will need to scan your invoice in or take a photo of it on a mobile device, save it locally, and then select Browse where it says Attachment. Locate the file on your local computer, select it, and then you're ready to upload. You've now added your first expense. The screen you can now see is a list of your out-of-pocket expenses. If I draw your attention to the expense we've just raised, you can see there's a paperclip symbol to the left of it. What this means is there's an attachment which has been put against it. We can see this attachment by clicking in and revisiting this expense. We can now see that our train ticket which we've uploaded has been assigned to this expense. On the right hand side you can see the receipt. If you wish to get a better view of this, to enhance the view, please click on the image and it will take you to a pop-up containing a larger image. Now you've added your expense, you can either add another expense or you can return to the overview screen by selecting Overview from the top bar.